Now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get something for it.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's letting, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Nigga told me, I first met him, he told me.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Georgia, huh? You did what you were supposed to do.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You can't use my defense, nigga. You don't know how to use my defense, nigga. We're using shit I use.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
I'm gonna make his ass fumble again.
Just what you want on a 1st down run.
Make his ass fumble again.
Yeah, I know. They broke up our little morning
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Man, that nigga back through that middle. I got a reader right there waiting on his ass. Make his ass cough it up.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 34 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That nigga made it all the way to the 1 and couldn't get in.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The give is to Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A dump underneath the Jones. And they'll bring
couldn't
him
even
down
move.
at
He's
the
gonna stand there.
13-yard line.
Stand there the whole
5
time.
yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. The give to Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Jones.
Hold him up so I can hit him. Hold him up.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Very good. We're going to take the whole clock.
3rd down, here's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Oh, good night. Good night, Irene.
Again, it's Foreman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
I'm bad. How do you pick him
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 55 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Juggernaut shit.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers.
Give me that. Give me that. I put you back there, Rita, to catch that.
Interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because they were confident to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
That's what I just did. Bro, you and I got to talk to my old lady, man. Right quick. Once y'all two play, the time y'all two play, I'll probably get on time and come back on.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw is Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, no, air raid's a lot.
The kick by fullback is good. And that's going to tie us at 13.
That's why I said y'all shooting right
Maybe a
now.
little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in.
Don't worry, man. I'm going to beat your motherfucking ass.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
That nigga, he over there solving. You ain't over there mumbling and shit.
It's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their
Fields
end.
and Love, they over here getting it on. Yeah, I'm staying in here.
Got it over the man.
I'm good with that spot. Come
Near
on,
the
man.
40 to the 39.
I flipped it to that
It
spot.
goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, so you come and play me, huh?
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Yeah, I'll be back, man.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Rodgers. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Oh, look at that shit there. Come on, y'all tripped the fuck out.
You ain't open.
They tripped the fuck out.
His second sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Nick Perry with a pick.
He tripped up. Oh, please stop talking. Really, please stop talking. Because, in fact, you ain't did shit.
Backbreaker right there. You're down close. One-score game.
I mean,
trying to push the ball down.
You don't need to talk. You don't need to talk. You don't need to talk.
A gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly.
Be quiet.
In this case, it cost him.
Be quiet.
Be
quiet, brother, because you ain't talking, ain't saying shit. Shit.
And now out comes Houston. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there.
That's the wrong thing to save his ass. Save his ass in the first quarter and save his ass now.
3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because the coverage was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Only thing. Whatever defense you run, I hope it's good for you.
The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, some strong running. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme air.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Buying time to his left. And his pass is in. And he caught. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a first down throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Miller. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the penalty, it's Jones, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
A nigga that's been quiet the whole game, praying he gets some plays in. 2:31. 2:31. But, you know, it's going to be less than that. He run the clock all the way down to 0. Nigga, I ain't getting paid for this. You got to check in the mailbox.
Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams.
You got to check in the mailbox. Madden seen you check in the mailbox. I just asked a question.
But I just don't think so. I think in this situation.
No. I ain't asking about the ball. I say, do Madden send you a check in the mailbox? That's what I asked.
With you, there was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Rodgers.
You straight. You right. You ain't got a problem. I just asked you a simple question, bro. All I did is ask you a simple question.
Watson on 1st down. The 20. Caught left side Hopkins. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Time for a break.
Plays always work.
We're back to finish this one off after this.
Yeah, you got 3 picks. How many picks I got on you? You don't want to cook it. You don't want to talk about picks and shit.
1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go
as a loss of
a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to automate something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion force him into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Perry in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise you just don't do it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time.
He playing with Green Bay.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
That's it.
Rodgers looking to throw.
What's up with you, Jane?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, that's Jones. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd. too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you
I just sent one to King Square. I'm waiting on him.
You all get a bird.
Who was that gonna send a field farm?
Everybody
coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know.
Send that to Field Farm 9. Send to Khalif. The Khalif. The Khalif.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water? Then had to wait, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know.
King Square, you didn't get that?
Wishes like a genie to bed in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's.
King Square.
Responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing. From the side of the ball court, if you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the court, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Good catch.
Like when it drop home, game in the choke. I be on a late night. Opposite a play fight. See slime break night. This break night. My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your damn. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the choke. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the choke.
Dang, your boy left the goddamn party quick than hell.
I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones.
Huh?
Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and
I sent him a request to play the game and he went to hell. Right out of here.
Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Well, damn, did I do something?
Handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home.
What's up, fam?
Tell me something I don't know.
What you mean?
I've been kidding.
No, I'm playing. That's your internet. I just kicked the ball off to you.
Now you playing against Gene. Oh, he did?
Yeah, he
had
just left
to.
the front.
Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Yeah, that's who I'm playing.
Relax, relax, relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, relax, relax.
Nah, he probably had a surge.
Let me know when you're ready, fam.
Tell me something I don't know.
Fields, you paused it, didn't you?
No, he not Fields. Come on, Hellraiser.
Y'all need to learn.
Okay. Come on, Hellraiser, since Gibson got knocked out. What's love? You'll see it in just a second. You'll see it in just a second. Yep, there it is.
Oh, man. How the fuck I ain't missed that? I ain't even move the ball, because I popped the motherfucking leader. 84 and that shit went to the right. That's what it is. Walk on my way, I'm a sport. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsche. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had a fist on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'm gonna make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone. Another.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots.
Oh, get the ball first. Oh, Lord.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a give to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action for Miller. Now Watson rolling to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, man, what the fuck was that, man? My people just stopped.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boss man, you got the shit back?
It makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday.
Somebody might have, Gene, you might have to invite him.
Vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't
it? It certainly was, because he
just came back online. I don't know if he was able to get back on the game.
Could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you the party host now.
From the 50, it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
Oh, throw the ball, throw the ball.
Sack back at the 45-yard line.
Throw the goddamn ball.
Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Back to throw, Watson. On the run, he'll let this
get
go.
It, son.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Running left is Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Get some. Okay. I'll make sure you back in there.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Yes, sir.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Sony Michel, his first carry. He's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Damn. Wouldn't even let Crown get loose.
That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hit him dead to right.
Damn, fam took the first quarter. I did not notice that. He took the whole first quarter. We in the 2nd quarter. I didn't even know. Who, me?
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady.
Oh, I changed that shit, fam. I don't run the same defense. No, I'm just saying I didn't know. That's all, fam. I ain't complaining. Don't be so sensitive.
21 yards.
I'm not complaining. I just said I didn't know.
Two birds of a feather will flock together.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know. I didn't say you scored or nothing. That's my ball. I wasn't complaining.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
You want me to run it? All right. No. Oh. All right.
Brady now on 1st down.
All right, ain't no problem. I mean, you playing that
Oh,
mid
you got away with that. Come on, Jackson.
I gotta see what I could do.
Come on, Jackson.
Yards.
Might not
How
work
about to
for
start
me.
throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about
I'm quite sure you've seen all this shit before. Ain't nothing new on
In
here.
this case, though, he's honing in
Ain't
on his
nothing new
targets,
on here.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to play
Ain't
so
nothing
far.
new on here.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, Jackson. It's all on you. Come on, Jackson.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel.
There you go.
And they go the wrong way on this one.
That's right.
Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Man, where is my play?
Hey, Jackson's on you now. Yeah, it's on you, Jackson.
Shotgun now for Brady. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
There you go. Connie, you ready?
That shit fake though. Look, it still gave you almost a yard though.
Josh Gordon, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Man, missed that motherfucker, boy.
And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They're going for it. It's Watson escaping the pressure right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 in the decision.
Hey, it's right between them.
Looks like
it's right between them.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Right between them.
Watson hands this to Foreman.
Oh, Foreman, go inside.
Losing yardage.
Go inside to get all the room you need.
43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, man.
Reset.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Wide open.
Then when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming,
thank you, man, because you sure had that.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson
You
have
sure
in his
had
arsenal?
that.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Taller than me.
Gets to him again.
Well, this is
Why that
what
nigga
happens
that
when you
got
get
lucky
behind the
just being
chains, as people like to
white.
say.
Yeah. You see, I said thank
White.
you, man.
Hard to bury it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you
Sure
just know they're
would.
coming,
Nice
and you never
damn,
know
sir.
exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
You ain't going nowhere.
Good blocking there, and
You
nearly
ain't
sprung
going
him. As
nowhere.
it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Orange!
Oh, man, what the fuck was that?
Come on, Rita. We're going to try you.
Brady to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Oh,
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
You know, that was 4. I'm glad I got time out of that. Shit.
From midfield, here's Brady. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, Crowner. You don't read them.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Oh, this the one I'm playing. Hell yeah, they Madden cheated you out there.
And they will run it with Michelle.
I was just about to say I had a guy that just did that, but I didn't know yours was.
Now 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett taking it in. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being shaped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Finding room at the 30. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off of play action, it's Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects.
That's the football god telling you that was bullshit.
So 2 quarters down.
That's the football god telling you that was bullshit.
After the break.
That's the football god telling you that was bullshit.
A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Brady now on 1st down.
Get your ass here.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st down, Brady to Michelle on the dump off, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 19, 18, 17,
What's somebody counting?
Looking to throw on second down.
Somebody
Brady. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did and how they
this
moved the ball
motherfucker get the ball back.
Very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
On which one?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them.
Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but maybe also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's so fake, bro. How the fuck? Man, that shit is fake as fuck. Yeah, like these niggas are in the NFL. What the fuck? You are too far away from me to knock that fucking ball out of me.
On second down, Michel. And he's got room. Past the 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flushed out right.
I get stuck behind my own man. I get stuck behind my own fucking man.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time
They
out.
fucked me. They fucked me. They stand right. I'm standing right, sir. They threw it over my man's head. First of all, I'm throwing the square wide open. You ain't nowhere near him. No.
Come the fuck on, man.
Please, I'm sitting up there looking at it. I'm setting the same play up twice.
Get out of here,
man. On 4th down.
Oh, my gracious.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Now, look at that shit, sir. Look at that shit, man. Every time. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. Every time I throw a good pass, they fuck over me.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
That ain't punt.
5
it's
yards
so crazy.
is the tally.
You don't even know what that is.
Down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter, and you've got
not
the
a
lead.
point
You're
formation.
ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it's Michelle once again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Because I ain't going to blame on the D. You 5 wide every time. So what the use of you playing regular conventional defense? Hey, that's what I'm saying. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me count down 30 seconds off the clock first.
It's incomplete.
Yeah,
I'm
not
trying to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs
like
underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
13 in the flat.
On the handoff, it's
You
Michelle.
won't do that. 13 and 7 is the best play.
And it leads to a 4th down.
Yeah, that was your best play.
That's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, but maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. Going deep for a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go into those situations.
Play too much.
Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over.
17-6.
So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Damn, I couldn't get in the end zone.
It'll be 2nd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
See?
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Regular. Go. Shadow. 53 Linda. 31.
Brady now on 1st down.
Good game, Sam.
This one left side caught by Barrios. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That's football God sure know to tell you. This ain't worth shit.
Extra point he's missed so far. Goskowski
that want you to have shit. So when you start playing the clock on me in the 1st quarter, I start worrying about the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So did. I'm telling you straightforward. When you start playing the clock in the 1st quarter, yes, you did. I watch you and your other partner. Yeah, you and your other partner.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out."
Well, hey, shit, fam. All right, fellas, I'm about to go cut the grass, man. I'll see y'all niggas in a little bit.
Better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one
Don't nobody in the NFL play the clock in the first 2 quarters. Don't even start that. No, nobody in no NFL starts playing the clock in the first 2 quarters. Nigga, I played football. They didn't do no shit like that.
Hey, all I got to say is no matter what he doing, you gotta stop. I don't care what's
playing that damn clock. You take the fun out of the game.
50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on
sitting up there. Gonna sit up there and play the clock in the first 2 quarters. Come on, man.
The first 2 quarters.
First 2 quarters.
Hey, fam, that ain't me. That ain't Khalif talking. I don't care what you do. It's
I know it's all good.
Well, this defensive pressure's been
hey, fam, I wasn't complaining about the clock. You got that confused.
And now they'll tack on an interception here.
This Khalif, shit, I don't give a fuck what you do. No matter what you do, I gotta stop you. Yeah, you know, shit. I just said, all I said was, damn, this is the 2nd quarter, because I didn't know the 1st quarter had gone.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
You're damn sure right. It's up to the other man to stop.
Here in the final stages.
I don't try to play nobody else's game. I play mine.
On 1st down.
That was a win or lose, because ain't nobody in this motherfucker undefeated. You ain't never lost. I ain't talking about today.
First and 10. Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson.
Who said?
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Who said that? Who said they ain't lost today?
We won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
Who said that?
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Who is that?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist.
I got you next. I just won my game. It's Khalid. Who you beat so far? Who?
A give. This is
What's in? Who you playing?
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1
All you got to do is look in the
line.
top right screen.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Oh, okay.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you, their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
Go with 6 more seconds, so it's
not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. He knows how to find it.
And it's intercepted
So
at the goal
he'll
line.
raise the fields, y'all partners,
With
huh?
a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Gene or get some of y'all ain't beat these cats yet, fam.
One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a...
You see, I don't talk shit when I win now. Go through it. Now you gotta find my name and shit, don't you? Let me see if I can send it like this, fam, cause shit. It's the quick way. I already sent it to you. Yeah, it's the quick way. Instead of searching through names and shit, I'll be all day. Let me close this roof. I don't want the shade in. Yeah, so now it's just totally dark now, so.
Everything zoomed in. Big, homie looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves. Now I lead the pack.
Hey, I got dark on. They was gonna change. They'll change you to white.
Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta better than a Tesla.
Oh shit. Excuse me.
Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, take low buy.
back again. Back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Uh-oh. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back.
That players and coaches at a high school basketball game fight. That's a damn shame in California.
Young money in the cut like a tell-tip rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my
New England.
Big bank, tight, little bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. Type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money you gon' let you. Big bank, tight, little bank. Big bank, tight, little bank.
It's at night, fam. Ain't no sunlight. That's just the feel, fam. I put it at night. You'll see it. I will admit, Dallas got to see the roof closed. Ain't no sunlight. That's the lights. No, it's the roof closed, fam. What shit? I don't know what you're talking about, though. Wait, hell no. Well, you could play somebody else, fam, because if I'm playing Dallas, I'm playing at Dallas. I closed the roof, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll come see you. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. I'll come see you. You beat my boys. Hey fam, your mic breaking up so bad I can't even hear you. Ooh, your mic breaking up. That means your game about to cut off. Yeah, I hear you now. You ain't breaking up now. Now look at them shadows right there. Now you mean to tell me you didn't see you said nighttime, it's the sunlight is out. That's night. Wait a minute. Okay, tell me. That's night. Come on, fam. You see daylight. How you don't see the daylight in the stadium? How is that night? shadows. You don't have shadows at night. Look at this. Hey, fam. Wait a minute. Hey, fam. Wait a minute. At night, it's shadows. Don't your players got a shadow on the field? So how is that night? They ain't. Look at that. You can tell me the shadows at night? Come on, fam. I know you see the headlights on the field, the lights on the field. I'm talking about the lights of the stadium. So how is that at night? I ain't saying nothing. You was complaining about shadows, and yet we still playing in shadows. The sunlight. That's nighttime. The blue clouds is night. I'm just saying, you complained about it. Okay. All right, fam. Oh, okay. That's what you talking about. Okay. All right, fam. Ain't no problem. I hear you. You said you put this game at night. Hell, I see the sun. You still gonna say this night in the sky blue?
Certain time zone, 8 o'clock, it's still daylight.
8 o'clock?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Certain time zone is still daylight.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's why I was laughing when he said that. Because here in Houston, when the time changed, 8 o'clock, it's still daylight out there.
Maybe it will get night after we play a little. I mean, it don't make a difference to me. I'm just saying. Oh, okay.
That's part of football. Since y'all want to tell me about the clock, since you want to tell me something about the clock, that's part of football.
I agree. Oh, I can't do that. If you gonna put the weather, put it at random. Don't put snow and all that shit. I don't mind no rain. Snow, no.
But still the same thing. Once again, goes back to the same thing. It's part of football. Since they won't talk about the clock, it's still part of football.
Hey, fam, I gotta pause this real quick. My seed calling me.
Gene, who you playing, Gene? I guess I can get one in with you.
Hey, fam, give me 2 minutes. I gotta go help my daughter downstairs real quick. Right now.
Let's do it right now. Hey, Liberty. Liberty. His ass ain't all the way in yet. Liberty. Liberty. Let that motherfucker in now. He might do. He probably pissed with me. So that's all good. Gene, did you ever look at that what I sent you? Yeah.